Hey, it's Bonnie, and today I'll be putting up for download an update to the furniture add-on that I made a few weeks ago. This add-on was created by me and Tabitha. I'll leave all her links in the description. She created most of the models for this add-on. Another thing I wanted to mention is for this add-on, you will have to have the experimental features on. So before you start the game, you want to make sure you go into game, your world settings, and then go to experiments. And here you want to make sure you have holiday creator features turned on, additional modding capabilities, and upcoming creator features. If you do not have those on, this mod will not work correctly. You also want to make sure you're at least on version 1.17. Another thing that I changed about this add-on is something that a lot of people were requesting, and now you are able to get all the furniture from inside the creative inventory. So you can just go here where it says construction, and all the furniture will be here. And now let me show you all the furniture that we added and some things that we changed. So now we added over 40 new types of furniture. So now there is over 110 different types of furniture. Let me just show you some of it and how it works. So we added a pool table. Whenever you get the pool table, you will only get one block. But once you place it down, this will place down the rest of the blocks. So if I place it down here, it places down 5 other blocks. So in total, there's 6 blocks. So whenever you do break it, you will notice that you have to break 6 instead of just 1. We also added a different type of stove, and this one you can interact with this one. So it just turns the light on and off whenever you interact with it. We also added a couch and a chair that goes along with it. For this one, will be similar. Whenever you place it down, it will place another block right next to it. You could sit on either one of these blocks. They both work. We also added a shelf and another type of PC. This one can turn on and off. Kitchen drawer. This one, when you click on it, it will open up, and then you could access its inventory. So you just click on it again, and you can place any item in here. We also added a new type of desk, and same thing here. You could also interact with this and place anything inside of here. Another change we made is that some people were asking us to make the refrigerators open. So now if you click on them, they will open, and you can also access their inventory. We also added another refrigerator. This one you could also interact with it. It will open it, and then you could also interact with its inventory. We also added a table, and same with this one will be similar to the pool table, where all you have to do is place one block, and it will place the rest of the blocks for you. We also added some school furniture. This is just in case anybody wants to make like a school map or anything. You can't sit on the desk, so if I click here, I could sit right here. This one is just one block. This one is 2 different blocks. So for this one, you will have to place down the chair and the desk separately. So if you place the desk, you could also place the chair. But you could sit on this one. And we also added a globe. This one's just decorational. It doesn't really do anything. We added some lockers. This one can also be open, and it also has inventory. The bookshelf can also be interacted with. It will also just open and have an inventory. And we also added a chalkboard. For the chalkboard, if you click on it, it will place some writing on it. Whenever you click on it, it does have 2 different ones right now, but we will add more. We did also add more furniture for the beach or for the pool, whatever you want to use this for. So we did add a bucket. This one's just decorational. A sandcastle, same with this one. For the sandcastle, if you step on it, this will destroy it. So if you step on the sandcastle, it will just turn it to sand. So you gotta be careful with that one. We also added a cooler. You could also interact with this, and you could access its inventory. You could just place anything inside of here. Right now, I just have some potions in there. There is also a grill. This one doesn't have any interactions, but we will add some in the next update. So you will be able to interact with it, but it's not interactable right now. We also added an umbrella and some coconuts. These are just decorational, and 5 different types of floaties. You could write these. Let me show you how this works. So whenever you place down a floaty inside of the water, these will float, so they just stand there. And if you click on them, you can write these. So you are able to write these around inside of the pool or the water or anything. And all of these, you can write any of these. They are all writable. And we also added a wall. This one doesn't really do anything, it's just a wall. And if you're making a city map or roads or anything, we did also add some traffic signs and cones. So this is just a stop sign. These are just some traffic cones, a hydrant, a flag, and we also added some traffic lights. This one does change color every 5 seconds. So right now it's red. It just switches to yellow, and then it switches to green by itself after a few seconds. So that's how this one works. We also added some decorations for a cemetery or for Halloween, whatever you want to use this for. So we did add a few different gravestones, or just gravestones with different designs. We also added a scarecrow, and you can't really interact with any of these. These are just decorational. There are also a new type of lamp. This one does turn on and off. You can't really see it here because it's bright, but it does give off light. An alarm clock, a microphone, a box of pizza. This one you can't interact with it right now, but I will add interaction in the next update too. And the camera, you can interact with this one. Another thing we changed is some people were requesting us to make it so whenever you throw anything at the trash can, it removes it. So now if you throw any item at it, it will remove it. So you gotta be careful around it. Make sure not to drop any important item. You do have to drop it pretty close to it. So right here, if I throw it right here, it just disappears. Another thing that you could do is if you go on top of the trash can, you could access the inventory, and you could any item you place in here will be removed after a few seconds. So you do have a few seconds to remove any item if you don't want to delete it. But you gotta make sure you don't put anything important inside of here because it will be deleted. And this one is also the same. You could just drop any item and it will delete it, or you could also access the inventory and this will remove it. And the rest of these blocks, I won't be going over them. I already went over them in the original video. But there is, like I said, there is over 100 different types of furniture. If you guys don't know how any of this works, you can just watch the original video. I explained how everything works, how the other blocks work in that video. I'll leave a link to that in the description. And if you guys have any suggestions for any type of furniture that you guys want to see in this add-on, or if you guys want me to make any different type of add-on, just let me know in the comments.